Assalamu alaikum children. Welcome to the science class for the grade 5. This is lesson number 5, Rocks and Minerals part 3. In the previous two videos, we have studied about the different types of rocks as igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. In igneous rocks, we have seen two types, intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks, and their types with examples we have seen. Then sedimentary rocks with the examples with their types, and sedimentary rocks types are conglomerate, sandstone, shale and limestone. Then metamorphic rocks, which are formed due to the changes in the igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks we have seen, and its types as slate, gneiss, marble and quartzite we have seen in detail. So in today's video we will see our new topic, minerals, our natural resources. As I told you, rocks are the segregates of minerals. A rock can be made up of a single mineral or two minerals or more than two minerals. Okay, they can be the mixture of minerals. So all rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals can be either metallic or non-metallic in nature. So now we will see what are metallic and what are non-metallic minerals. So actually what are minerals? They are naturally occurring substances. Minerals are naturally occurring substances, okay, which are used for making different many things around us. Okay, now we will see metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are minerals that contain one or more metals. What are metallic minerals? Which contain one or more metals. They are dug out from mines and processed to obtain the metals they contain. See children, these minerals which we get in the deep into the earth or from the rocks which we get, they are in the raw form. They are in the raw form. So we need to process it to get metals from that. When we purify it, when we process it, then we can obtain metals from that. So here are some minerals given: hematite, chalcopyrite, bauxite and sphalerite. These are some metallic minerals. We obtain the following metals from them. So which minerals we discussed just now: hematite, chalcopyrite, bauxite and sphalerite. So from these minerals we get these metals which we are going to see. So we get iron from hematite mineral, we get copper from chalcopyrite, we get aluminium from bauxite and we get zinc from sphalerite. Okay, these are the metals which we get from these particular minerals. So metals have many uses, as in our daily life also we have many uses of metals. Iron is used in the construction of bicycles, motorbikes, cars, machine tools, houses, bridges and railway tracks. So many things we find around you which are made up of metals. So we are talking about the minerals. So from minerals we get the particular metals. So metals are used in making these different things like metals, iron metal, like iron is a metal. So it is used in making motorbikes, cars, machines, tools, houses, bridges and railway tracks, etc. Okay. Next is copper and aluminium. Copper and aluminium are to make electrical wires. Aluminium foils are used to wrap food. Gold and silver are precious metals. Precious means they are costly. They are not easily available in more quantities. So they are precious metals. They are used to make jewelry. Gold and silver are also metals. So they are used to make jewelry. So the main identification of metal is it gives shine. It gives luster, means shine. So mostly in the metals you will find that there will be some luster or some shining will be there. Okay, so here some railway tracks you can see which are made by iron. Bicycle, kettle, scissors, aluminium foil. Here are some metals and the things which are made by that are given. Okay. Next we will see non-metallic minerals. So remember the difference. I told you metallic minerals will have some shine in that, shine or luster. Okay. Compared to them, when we see non-metallic minerals, they don't have shine in that. Okay. So now we will see non-metallic minerals. Coal and petroleum are valuable non-metallic minerals. These are dug out of earth from deep underground mines and wells. Let us learn more about them. So here first example of non-metallic mineral, we will see the type coal. Long ago, earth was covered with swampy forests. Dead plants fell into swamps and started to decay. Over millions of years, they were covered by sediments and new plants. So intense heat and pressure caused the decayed plants to convert into coal. There are 4 types of coal. They are peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. Anthracite is the best quality of coal. Coal is mined from coal fields. In India, Raniganj, West Bengal is the oldest coal field, while Jharia in Jharkhand is the largest coal field. Bokaro in Jharkhand, Singrauli, Madhya Pradesh, Talcher, Odisha, Singareni, Telangana and Korba in Chhattisgarh are some of the other major coal fields in India. Coal produces heat when burned. It is a major source of fuel throughout the world. Major uses of coal include powering steam engines, heating homes, cooking and electricity generation. It is also used as fuel in steel and cement industries. However, burning coal pollutes the environment, so it is slowly being replaced with other environmental friendly fuels. So as coal pollutes the air, that's why uh, we are searching for some other sources which are environment friendly fuels. Okay. Next is petroleum. Petroleum is formed from the remains of tiny plants and animals that lived billions of years ago. When these living things died, they sank into mud. All layers of mud and rocks piled up, they pushed down on the lower layers. Eventually, this pressure and earth's heat changed the plant and animal remains into petroleum. So, this is how the uh, petroleum we get. Okay. Here we can see some petroleum products. Here printing ink, paraffin wax candles, petroleum jelly, which we say Vaseline, and lubricating oil, which is used in the vehicles, okay, as engine oil. So these are the products which we get from petroleum. Here now we will see conserving natural resources. Here, what is the meaning of conservation? Conservation means protection. As natural resources are beneficial for us, we are dependent on that directly or indirectly on natural resources. So we need to conserve it. Conserving means protection. So here we will see how to conserve natural resources. If we conserve natural resources, then only it will remain for the future generations. Otherwise, it will deplete. So minerals are natural resources. They take thousands of years to make and cannot be replenished in a short time. If we do not use them properly, they will be exhausted very soon. We must use these natural resources very carefully. So here are some steps. Use minerals wisely. Things that are no longer in use can be put to some other use. If something has to be discarded, it can be given for recycling. Turn off your vehicle engine while waiting at the red light. So at the signals, turn off your vehicle, your car or bike, okay, to save petrol. Maintain your vehicle properly. Vehicles is good in good condition. Use less fuel. Switch to vehicles that run on electricity rather than on petrol or diesel. Reduce dependency on coal and petroleum for fuel and energy. Start using inexhaustible sources of energy such as the sun, wind and water. So these natural resources, these minerals and metals